ladies and gentlemen, it's a beautiful, beautiful day. Got the LaCroix. Man, I'm loving these things. Cherry lime flavor. Most people that I've shared them with for the first time will say, "Oh my God, that's so disgusting. What is that?" And I just say, you know what? The healthy alternative to any soda, if you get those cravings, gosh, they're so good. Not that I even drink soda. I'm not a soda kind of guy. I haven't had a soda in, let me put it this way. I haven't had a soda without alcohol in years. 5 years. So, LaCroix. This podcast is brought to you in part by... No, it's not. You can't have my airtime. This is our airtime. I will not flood this with nonsense. Although these are good. Anyway, what's going on today? What do you guys have going on? How's everybody been? You guys liking the topic so far? Yeah? No? Man, the sun is beating down. I went to the beach the other day, and for everybody who lives here in Miami, it's been a couple cold front days. Mid-60s in the morning, 75 during the day. Doesn't get any better. After a couple long workouts, and especially the long haul of being in the open for 5 weeks, it was nice to relax at the beach. It was nice to lay down and go in the cold water, and so therapeutic. It was a nice little, not even an ice bath, just a shock to the system. So, I loved it. I loved it. And I've picked up a couple books. One I'm particularly fascinated with, I think I mentioned it yesterday, I think I shared it with you guys, was Presentation Secrets of Steve Jobs. So, that inspired me to go back and check out his presentation of the new iPhone, which was in 2007, by the way, which, for all intents, it's funny to watch 12 years later because it's not anything new, but for that point it was revolutionary. And what I picked up on it, what I was able to learn was some of the ways that he describes a presentation and the tools that he uses that make people captivated. It wasn't about a new technology or a new phone. It was a whole paradigm shift in the way that people think. And all of his products had to do with unleashing human potential. What a way to describe what you do. What do you do? Yeah, we make computers and phones, and they're really cool. You want to buy one? We believe in tools that unleash the human potential. Are you interested? Yeah. I don't even care what you sell. It doesn't even matter what you sell. To me, that part is fascinating. And the way that man thinks about what he does, it's truly inspiring. It's inspiring that he believes so deeply in what he does, and that's something I'm looking to learn from and pay attention from. So a lot of times I'll talk about finding someone who has what you want and then just copying them. So to me, following what that man does when he presents that's a good role model. That's someone I can definitely learn from. There's several books about him. There's a lot that I can learn, a lot that I can look up on YouTube. So that's what I have going on. And it's exciting for me. I'm really enjoying it. It's one of those books that I picked up and said, man, this is really I can just constantly read from it. And it's something I can reread, and I'll always get something from. So that's what's on the burner. What I wanted to mention today was about starting those journeys and how it's never too late to start those journeys. You can talk about career, you can talk about your health, you can talk about your financial situation, anything. And what I notice from a lot of people, it's very clear to me, as people get older, they get less and less willing sometimes to want to do something about specifically their health. I've noticed a lot of people just, that's just what happens when you age. There's people out there that are still able to move, still able to enjoy their lives, still have flexibility, still can lift weight, can get up off the ground, are not riddled with arthritis or things like that. It's never too late to start maintaining those things, or I should say, and it's never too early to start practicing those things. I know I mentioned to a lot of people that I want to start training. I saw this guy, I don't remember his name, I can remember what he looks like. And he trains with the idea to become a kick-ass 100-year-old person. What do I want to do at the age of 100 that I need to start training for now? And hopefully, aren't we all kind of heading that way, where you're going to need to anticipate some things that are along the road here? I get that we're all can fall on the floor and bounce right up when we're 15, 16, and then you get into your 20s and recovery starts taking a little longer to recover. So get into your 30s, starts taking a little longer. And, well, why don't we start now preparing for those things that we really need to address? And to me, that's what I'd like to do. I'm 26, and I want to be able to move around when I'm 30 and 40 and be that old dude at the party that's still got moves. Right? Why not? I mean, that to me it's funny. It's funny to me. It's great to be able to go out and put on a spectacular sports performance, an athletic performance where you can really demonstrate what you've been working on. And it's great as a mid-20-year-old to show off those things. But it's not going to last forever, and I also know that is coming. So why can't I practice it now? So one thing I've dipped into is my flexibility, getting into that flexibility, and a lot of calisthenics for me. And there's certain people I follow that are kind of on a similar journey, and they work on different things, but they have similar goals where they just want to be able to move around. And gosh, what a gift. So thinking it's too late to even change your career, there's a guy at the gym who he works in software development. A lot of people that write codes for software. And I said, well, where do most of your people come from that are looking to do this? Because there's obviously a huge demand now with writing that stuff. And a lot of people have been in their jobs for 10, 15, 20 years and just have lost the passion in it and looking for something creative to do. And it's a very creative job. Very creative job. And it's a lot of people rediscovering their passions and what they really want to do. And maybe they want to create some freedom for themselves. They want something new. They want something different than what they've been doing the last 10, 12, 15 years. And how cool is that to be a part of something to help people rediscover themselves in their career? And I want to hopefully live my life in a way where I'm not afraid to go back to the drawing board and say, hey, I know that I've been pursuing this even for 10, 12 years. Maybe there's a component of this that I love, but a component of it that my needs shift over time. I'll put it that way. when you're a kid, you've got certain things that you really want, and then as you get older, your needs shift, and that's just developing as a person. It's never too late to go after these things that you want. It's never too late, and it's also never too early to start. I'll address that when I'll start saving money in my 30s when I want. I'll start investing in my mid-late 30s. And you miss out on a lot of opportunity, and it's really never too early to start these things. I was talking to someone at work who was, I think, like 15 to 18, right in that range. And they said they save X amount of dollars per month to go towards their future home. And I said, man, that is so cool. Like, where did you learn that from? What made you start saving? And they said, that's just what I want. You know, I've always wanted to just have my own home when I come out of, that's just what I want to work towards. And they save X amount of dollars per paycheck, and it's growing and it's growing, and before you know it, you'll accomplish your dream. But I can see in their face that saving really, really lights them up, and it keeps the possibility open in the future of owning that home. And it could take someone 20 years to save for that. But I gotta say, there's a sense of joy on someone's face when they're in the pursuit of that, attaining that goal. Whether it's I want to own a home, or I want to contribute to my 401k, I wanted to get it to this point so I can retire at whatever. Whatever it is to you. If you want to get these new skills so you can become a more proficient at your job, or evolve your job, come up with new skills, never too early to start. Picking up a simple book that might get you to the next level, or just being around the ideas, or watching a podcast that might introduce something to you. As long as you're on that journey, it's incredible. And I won't say that chalking it up and really going back to the drawing board and starting over is fun in the moment, but don't think of it as the end of the rope. Think of it as a brand new beginning for yourself. And it's exciting. You rediscover the excitement of playing the game, whatever game that you're in. It's truly extraordinary, someone who's got the discipline and the courage to do that, rather than the someone who's gonna get by the rest of their life with what they're doing now. You don't want to live in that place where you're just getting by, or you're uninspired to do what you do. There's so much out there that could really give you a life full of meaning, something that where your work is purposeful and you can't wait to get up the next day and go do it again. I think it's worth asking the questions and going after. No matter where you are, you deserve your best life. And it's great that you do it for other people, but do it for yourself. You owe that to yourself. You've got one life to live. Let's make it count. So I'm up for it. I'm up for always rediscovering new things about myself. Something that maybe I knew before and I haven't tapped into in a while, and you get that immediate juice from it. So I want to hold myself accountable to that. And if you're up for it, I'll hold you accountable to it. So, thank you guys. That's what I wanted to share today. I want to make sure we're all living our best lives out there. You got a lot to give. I know I got a lot to give, so I'm going to keep myself on the path, continue to get better, continue to learn, continue to grow. I'll share it with you guys so you don't have to make the same mistakes that I make. And we'll all get after it, all right? Sound like a deal? Lovely. Thank you for your time. Be good, everybody. Adios.